a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, this could be going out to you if you're seeing it right now. So these cards, I love them so much. I really love this. This is my newest tarot deck, this rose gold tarot deck, which I saw online, either on TikTok or Facebook or somewhere, and had to have it. I'm so glad I bought it. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Dan. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Chris. Hi. And I cannot stop often enough to say hello to everyone coming in. I wish I could. Hi, May. Welcome. So I just finished a quick reading for earth signs for the week of February, and this is going to be the reading for air signs. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If that's your sun, moon, or rising, this reading could be headed out to you. And it's for the energies for the first week of February. Something you guys should know, I put a lot of links in the description to my YouTube videos. If you go to my YouTube channel, after this morning, after live, I'll be editing and posting the readings to my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. And I put biblical scriptures in the description. I have some family members that love that. We had conversations about this. And a lot of my family members that are Christians worry about me with the tarot and think that tarot is of the devil and all this stuff. And I had to explain to them that I do not channel spirits. I do not, these are the same energies that run through the Torah, the Bible. In fact, the imagery in the tarot deck is full of biblical references. And it has an interesting history. So maybe I'll do a video on the history of tarot and why it had to kind of go underground, and why spiritual teachings that were important to all the spiritual leaders back in the day had to be made into a card game so that they could continue to be taught, when certain people said that only our version can be taught or you die. So that's kind of leads into the history of the tarot. And I saw somebody heart that. Hi, Kyle. Hi. So no, and hi, main chickadee. So yeah, this is not about predicting the future either. Okay, that's another big thing. I'm not a fortune teller. Maybe some tarot readers use it to tell the future. This does not predict the future. The future is not a foregone conclusion. The future is not a destination that we're traveling to. It's something that we create in every moment of all the time. That's what the future is. So this just reads the energies and gives us advice about the energies and what might happen if we follow this path. And it's based in ancient spiritual wisdom, Kabbalah, I Ching. All of these things they're connected on an energetic level. And so that's why I also put biblical scriptures for all of my readings, because there are things in the Bible that you can go find. The reason the Bible appeals to people and work is because of the universal truths included in it. And then there's all these man's laws, because men then want to use it to control people. Okay? So you just have to distinguish between universal law and man's law. It's like gravity. Gravity is universal law. You cannot believe in gravity all you want. It's not going to mean gravity doesn't exist. It doesn't mean when you drop this thing, it's not. That's universal law. And yeah, that's what tarot reads. That's what runs throughout so many spiritual writings, including the Bhagavad Gita and so many more. The Quran. Yeah, they're all trying to do the same thing, to find the same thing. So many of them claim to be it, the answer, the end all be all, and I don't think that there's any one. So that's my take on it. And now let us get our reading for air signs. All right. So this is the reading for air signs for the first week of February. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Tell us what we need to know. Tell us what. Well, there it is. That's the card. So our air. I had this last reading, Page of Cups. Okay, now air signs are coming up in the heart of the reading as this Page of Cups. Okay, coming up as a Page of Cups. Crossing you as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness is this 3 cups. Interesting. Below us, air signs, in your subconscious tool shed, 4 cups. Okay, so now so far we've got a ton of water coming out. Lots of water. And so I do pay attention when we're heavy on one element and missing the others, lacking the others. We'll talk about that in a minute. We've only laid down 3 cards so far. So stepping out of our immediate past, so month of January. Okay, here we go, another 3. We got swords this time, but it's another 3, and we're crossed by a 3. So we're definitely experiencing some very recent changes. Up here in our crown, oof, we got the Tower. We've got the Tower. Look, the Tower card on this particular deck is just beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I love it. And that's in our crown. We got the Tower in our crown. We'll talk about that in a minute. Stepping into immediate future is a Queen of Cups. More cups. Wow. So cup heavy, except for that one sword, the swords in our immediate past. So cup heavy. Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. Us in our environment this week, air signs. There's another sword. Page of Swords. And so far, this is all about feelings and communication of those feelings, I think. And then our environment around us. There, finally, we got some wands. We got 2 wands there in the environment. We got 2 wands. In our hopes and fears sector right here, 2 swords. Yep, fork in the road, decisions being made. Look at, you got all these 2s and 3s. I totally get what this is saying. Okay, final potential outcome. My beautiful, almost favorite card came up last reading too. This beautiful, gorgeous Sun card. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful potential outcome, which makes me feel not so bad about the Tower in our crown. One of the scariest cards in the tarot. So on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat, I have Learn Tarot, and I have a video I did in October for Halloween about all the scariest cards of the tarot. The ones that tarot readers hate when they pop up in a reading you're doing for someone. Because you're like, oh, what do you mean there's death in my immediate future or whatever. And so you should go watch that. Tower's one of them. I'm going to do my little special flip here on this Arcanum deck. I do that. And then I give them a shuffle. Because this one will be a clarification or confirmation for the end of the reading that we'll leave hidden. But we will read it either upright or reversed. Okay, I deliberately made sure we should have a even dispersal of reversals in here. So we'll just draw one. And we'll leave it covered till the very end. It'll give us further clarification or confirmation of this reading. There it is. Keep it covered right there. Okay. Let's get into this air signs. So, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Coming up is this Page of Cups this week. I feel like we're going back and learning. We're starting to work on some things in our life that are maybe new and creative. The fish in the cup is creativity. This page is he's the most flamboyantly dressed of all the pages. So he's very very creative. So I feel like this is the energy of these air signs now. They're wanting to like get into their creative side, their artistic creative side, and feeling very like wanting to pursue that. That's how you're coming up in the heart of your spread, and you're being crossed by a 3 of Cups as a challenge, obstacle, or awareness. So this could be a couple things. 3s are changes coming. This is networking, social networking, get-togethers. This is your TGIFs. This is making, new people through these little small social get-togethers. Okay. So that could be your awareness that these things are happening around you, these new connections to be made around you right now. I feel like that could be it with whatever you're trying, with whatever you're currently thinking about pursuing, because you got a decision and a couple of 2s here, a couple forks in the road, and you're feeling like you want to follow your creativity. This could be just to be aware of the social get-togethers around you. Maybe something will be coming to you through some of those situations. So you need to keep it in your awareness. Now, as a warning, as an obstacle, sometimes this means gossip. Sometimes this means like people in your workplace who maybe don't have your best interests at heart, and you need to be careful that you're not engaging in like gossipy kind of conversation. I don't know if you noticed that at work or ever. It's very contagious too. Gemini rising, Kyle. Okay, Aqua Sun, Libra Moon. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, so much air. Oh, Kyle. I personally, I'm a Sagittarius Sun with a Capricorn Moon and Cancer rising. That is a lot of air, Kyle. I see Shauna, Denise, and Kavir. Hi, you guys. All right, so it could be either one of those. So be mindful of your situation, like at work and stuff. I know this applies to, it's so easy to get sucked into that negative energy at work where you get together and, around the water cooler and, gossip about people and stuff, and maybe engage in energies and frequencies that aren't as uplifting as they should be. That could be a challenge for you too. Just saying. Bringing with us down here in our subconscious tool shed, 4 cups, more water. I feel like this reading might be just for Kyle, who's all water. Water is emotion, it's connection, it's deep, it's heart, it's soul-felt connection, and it's creativity. I think of it as everything from the neck down, whereas swords are like neck up. Here's this 4 of cups. Okay, and this card is interesting. This card could go a couple ways too, and we're bringing this with us. This is a card, it's a card of dissatisfaction. He's sitting there. He's got 3 full cups. His arms are crossed. The universe is handing him another full cup, and he's going, is that it? Is that all? I think I could do better. I think I'm worth more, is what this 4 of cups is. It's a card of not feeling satisfied. Now, this could go one of a couple ways. It can be a warning to have gratitude. It can be, depending on where it shows up in the spread, it could be a warning like, hey, you're feeling like you're going through all these losses, but just look what the universe is handing you and be grateful. And that's the way to go. However, because this is part of your subconscious tool shed that you're bringing with you, I feel like it's more of a feeling of being dissatisfied with the status quo. And finally realizing that you're worth more. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't want to stay stuck at a 4. A 4 is like nowhere near the end of your journey, right? So that's, I think, what that's meaning when it's down here in your subconscious tool shed. You're bringing along with you a background frequency of not being satisfied anymore with what's being offered because you finally know that you're worth more. You're stepping out of the immediate past, another 3, and 3, remember 3s are changing. This is heartache, the 3 swords. This is little arguments, breakups, disagreements. It could be having to end certain friendships. Oh, Kyle, thank you. Thank you so much for that. I am so new to this TikTok live also, but I've been doing these recordings for a while now. I think I opened my YouTube channel back in September, October. And I thought, I'm recording these every week anyway for the week to put there. So why not just go on TikTok live? And I'm really just learning all this stuff. Like, I'm looking at a screen with all these things that I don't even know what half of them do. So I'll get good at it. I'll keep studying. I promise I'll get better. And thank you guys for being here and tolerating me while I'm such a newbie. I really appreciate it. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Kyle. Husband of 24 years. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm on my 3rd husband right now and actually getting divorced. So, yeah, that happens. Me too. I'm getting talked about at work too. I'm reading in the comments because I'm an educator and I really care about what we're doing with our kids as far as social media and all this. And I've seen how very quickly what we need to teach the kids has drastically changed. Like what's important has changed so quickly that the systems can't keep up. And then somebody like me comes along who's like forward looking and wants to do things way different. And yeah, people don't always like that. So yeah. So let's look at our crown. We've got a tower in our crown, one of the scariest cards in the tarot. This is things that happen out that are beyond your control, that shake your foundation. It's disillusionment. It's when you have these illusions and then all of a sudden life hands you experiences and you realize, you find out something you never knew. You find out about that affair that had been going on that you had no clue or whatever. That's a tower moment. I've had several big tower moments in my life, and it just forces you to it totally shakes your foundation and makes you completely rebuild from the ground up. This is in our crown. It's up here, this tower. So what that is telling me is that, number one, you have to be willing to let go of your old ways of thinking when you have discovered and it's been proven that now it's time to adopt something better. That's called growth and progress. These shifts are constant. It's the only constant in life. So you have to be willing to deal with these. You're going to get handed the tower. People are going to die. Accidents are going to happen. Things are going to happen. You will be handed this tower sometimes. The cool thing is sometimes you can avoid the tower. And I'm thinking maybe this is why it's in the crown. The crown is what we're thinking. In Kabbalah, it means everything is created from the crown chakra down. And then there's these different pathways. Coincidentally, 21 pathways, just like 21 major arcana in the tarot deck. It's an energy thing. And if you're paying attention to all these energies and you're like, okay, maybe I'll take the advice and do this, you can actually bypass the tower. Because sometimes the universe throws you the tower because you are not heeding the lessons. You're still clinging. You're clinging to the past. You're trying to cling to stability. And there's no such thing. If there's one thing we all learn in life is that shift happens. Shift happens, man. Get ready. Shift happens. You can't avoid it sometimes. Perhaps that's why it's in our crown, is to accept those tower moments as a beautiful opportunity to rebuild something better. Okay? You get to build something better. People don't always build something better when they get the tower knocked from under them. Sometimes they build something worse. They're afraid to go forward, and so they just put up a little shack because what if that gets taken from me? So anyway, things to think about. That's why it's in the crown. We're stepping into a Queen of Cups in the immediate future. More cups, more water, more connection with feelings and emotions. And the Queen of Cups, okay, so the queens in the tarot deck, as far as the court cards go, the queens are in charge of healing the past, and the kings are in charge of forward progress, okay? So this means you're stepping into a Queen of Swords energy or Queen of Cups, where you're going to be really trusting your intuition. She's got her foot in the water. She's pure intuition, pure creativity, totally trusting your intuition. And, a paper crane? Oh my gosh, Kyle, that's so crazy. I don't know how you know about the paper crane thing, except I'm going to be posting a video soon. My class just did a STEAM Fair project. Back in COVID, we folded 1,000 paper cranes. I don't know if you know the story. I've got a crane. On my necklace right here is a little silver folded crane. You can't see it, but it's a silver paper crane I am wearing. Oh, I love that. I didn't even know paper cranes existed. I've gone on a few lives and I send roses and then I'll go and send a few other things, but I didn't know the paper cranes existed. This is weird. Kyle, I feel like this reading is especially for you too. And any other air signs it's needing to reach, but oh, wow, that's so cool. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm so bad. Sometimes I'm like that dog from Up. Squirrel. That's how I am. Okay, Queen of Cups. In the immediate future, so first week of February, middle of February, you're going to be focused on healing the past, healing the thing that happened, the affairs or the heartbreak and all of that. Your focus now is healing the past, is the Queen of Cups. Aw, and that's what's happening in your immediate future. That's what you're stepping into. And you, in your environment this week, are feeling like the Page of Swords. I love it. So the pages are coming in. Often it's communication, but this is you in your environment. So pages are also the ones learning. They're learning to become a king or queen. So sometimes it means going back to school. And swords are often higher learning, going back to college, and it's also communication. It's logic, reason, communication is swords. So you're that Page of Swords. You're moving forward and you're trying to communicate clearly, but you're still learning. You're a page, so you're still learning and you're getting better at it. And it's probably what you're doing to do this Queen of Cups work of healing the past, is maybe you're getting some counseling and you're learning new ways of talking and communicating about those things or stuff like that. That would be the Page of Swords. Then your environment around you is handing you a Two of Wands. I feel like a decision is being made about a move, about a maybe travel or trip, or even moving where you live, moving to a new city, are you considering moving? Are you looking at moving somewhere else? I don't know. But in your environment, a Two of Wands would indicate, look, he's holding the world and he's looking out. He's planted the one. He's okay. I had this life. I had this experience and I've planted this. I've laid down some roots. But now you're looking out at the rest of the world and saying, okay, where to next? That's what your environment is giving you this week. Two of Wands. Are you kidding me? Oh, Kyle. Wow. Well, this would be in counseling you. That describes you as the Page of Swords. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it when this happens and I get to get little goosebumps because I feel like how it's landing so well. I love that. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Victor. This has kind of turned into a special Kyle reading, and I got to hurry fast because I'm going to run out of time. I think you have an hour at a time, and I'm at 53 minutes. So we're right toward the end here. Hopes and fears, another two. So look, definitely a fork in the road, okay? Twos are a fork in the road, decisions being made by you. So you've got the Two of Wands, your hopes and fears, okay? I think it's a fear. It's the Two of Swords. It's a choice that you have to make, and she's got this blindfold on. So she feels like she doesn't know what the right choice is. She doesn't want to make the wrong choice. Things to note in the Two of Swords, it's really important. The water flowing in the background says, trust your intuition. Listen to your heart. Listen, the Queen of Cups energy that you're stepping into. Foot in the water. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you. You'll know the right choice to make. So don't be afraid. You got this, because look at your potential final outcome. The Sun. Probably my favorite card in the tarot. My second favorite is the Queen of Wands. That's my card. But I love the Sun. It's pure happiness. It's happiness in motion. It's almost to the end of the Fool's journey. It's pure happiness. And it's number 19. 19th major arcana. And then 20 is Judgment. And then 21 is the World. You've reached it. If you can successfully go through that Judgment and get rid of the stuff that no longer serves you, you will step into this beautiful new level of life. And then start the whole cycle over again, right? Because we're constantly growing and constantly, right? Shift happens. Ooh, those are cool. Those lights. Oh, that's neat. I'm learning all kinds of neat hanging lights. Okay, I've got to learn to do all this stuff. I do have a day job and lots of other projects I work on as well. This is pure fun for me. I really, really, really enjoy this. All right, let's see. What could the clarification or confirmation card be hidden under here about all of this? More about trusting your intuition, perhaps more about this Tower in the Crown. I think the Tower in the Crown is just saying you've been through something earth-shattering, life-shaking that you didn't have control over, and now you're having to rebuild. And it's in our crown because it's in our mind. This thing, this tower-shattering thing is first and foremost here. So what you need to do is embrace that Tower moment here by starting to pick out the new wallpaper for your new castle that you're going to build. For real. Oh, I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was the Empress either. I could see the Empress. I could see the High Priestess too, because she's all about trusting your intuition. How weird would that be? And we're going to read it either upright or reversed. So we're going to flip it this way. And it is upright and it's disagreement. I feel like this is just what we've been through. It's disagreement. It's what we just stepped out of. This three of Swords is disagreements, arguments, and you got disagreement. It's a five of Wands. Fives are always that off balance, feeling a kind of a negative pull, negative suck of energy. Wands are pursuing your passions, and it's child's play. It's nothing you can't handle. This is a bunch of boys. Yeah, they're not even men. Well, in this picture they are, but in the original Rider-Waite, they're not even men. They're boys kind of play fighting at being real warriors. This is arguments, disagreements, but this is you fighting for your passion and what you believe in and pursuing your desires and pursuing your dreams. Okay? You just started wallpapering for the first time. It's fun. I've done wallpapering a few times and I love that. That's awesome. How cool. That's so cool. This was a wonderful reading. I'm so glad you were in here. Oh, and Teresa Smith, air sign, Aquarius. Great. Awesome. I would love to know if any of this hit home for you. And here's the deal. Soon, very soon, I'm going to open a subscription area where anybody who wants to stay and hang out, it'll be like $1 a month, something like that. Anybody who wants to stay and hang out and do an extended read on all this will sit and do an extended read. Right now, I have to call this to an end because my time is running out. I have less than 2 minutes on here. I am going to hop right back on live to do water. I'm going to do water next, and then I got to do fire again because when I thought I was live doing fire at 8 a.m., it wasn't live. I thought I was. Thank you for the paper cranes. That is just so weird. And you know the weird thing? This crane charm necklace, I just put this on before this reading. I have not worn this in years. And I was just in my jewelry saying, I'm going to put my crane charm on there and my other charms. And that is just so weird and cool. I love it. All right. I'm going to hop off here. I will be hopping right back on in 1 or 2 minutes to do a reading for all water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I am a Cancer rising. If you don't know about sun, moon, and rising, you could check that out. You do need to know your time of birth to get your rising sign. Pop it into ChatGPT. I was born in this location at this exact time of day. What are my sun, moon, and rising signs? And it tells you a lot more. And if you want to know how those show up in your personality, check out my channel and look at my little short about sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to pop off here. I'm going to get kicked off, I think, in a second. And hopefully see a bunch of you back in just a minute. All right, let's see. Here we go. And... It's going to end it in 20 seconds if I don't find... What's going to happen first? Am I going to find the stop button first or will it end me? Here we go. There's my alarm. Oh. Okay, drag the puzzle piece into place. There we go. My time is up. Okay. Let's see. Live will end in 4 minutes. I want to end it now. There. Okay, let's see. Inactivity detected in your live. Complete verification live save within 5 minutes to continue current live. I told you guys I'm learning this stuff. Oh, your daughter's Cancer rising. That's cool. I have 5 kids. My oldest child passed away a lot. Don't worry, it's been 13 years. It was the day after his 23rd birthday. But talk about a tower moment, man. That's probably my biggest one. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. This box in the middle that keeps making me drag a puzzle piece. I just want to end it and go on to another live, and I don't know how to do that. Here it goes. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if... Oh, it extended my time. Cool. Awesome. And I'm still on here with most of you. All right. I think I'm good, you guys. I think I get to keep going. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't really end it. It kind of let me extend the live. Hopefully I don't get cut off in a couple minutes. Like I said, I'm still... Oh, a hat. I got a hat. I got cranes. I got hanging lights. That's so cool. Hi, Jonathan. I just completed a general reading for all air signs for the first week of February, and I'm about to be doing a general Celtic cross spread for all water signs for the first week of February. So that is going to be, let's see, here we go. So water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is going to be this for the first week of February. All right, here we go. Tell us what we need to know. Tell us what we need to know. And again, I mentioned this in the other videos, but if you guys do go to my YouTube channel and Tarot with Kat, below every video when I post it there, I post biblical references to every reading that I do because it's the same kind of energies. A lot of my family and friends had a concern about the tarot reading, and then, you know, they thought it was like channeling spirits. It's not that. It's just talking about the same universal truths and laws and energies that are God's law, that are light, that are source, depending on what you call it. And it doesn't predict the future. The future can't be really predicted. Plus there's multiple different, it's too hard to explain. However, the future is not a destination we are all traveling to.